Madam Speaker, for the recommittal of...
So, I'm going there. House Leader, I'm going to take the time to deal with the issue. Minister, could you turn your mic off, please? I have actually consulted Hansard to ensure that the ruling I made in respect of asking all members in the House if they had any more questions, calling by list the names of the constituencies for the members who put up their hands for questions or had their mics on at the time, and then indicating that the minister would answer all those questions stand. There is no challenge in giving leeway to members who subsequently to that ruling and statement deciding that, you know, I didn't realize I had a question and I'd like to ask one. The appropriate thing to do is to be respectful and follow the House rules and ask the leader of opposition business to put forward the fact that there are some additional questions. The approach of standing up and attempting to bully the Speaker is not one that will be met with positive results for you. And particularly going live in the Parliament is utterly a disrespect for this very House and its rules. I won't even name the member who went live. I know the member has been spoken to before. The member has been spoken to again. The member, if the member knows, well, you deleted your live. Someone has actually sent it when I left the office. I went to my chamber and spent the time to speak to the other members. I don't need to go any further. I would like members of the House to spend some time, all members of the House to spend some time to appreciate the standing orders and their interconnectivity. And I'm going to reiterate the ruling made in respect of Standing Order 32.1, Standing Order 32.2, as it relates to rising in place so that you can address your observations to the Speaker or Chair. I have no challenge, as I said before, respectfully, if a member or members decide that they have questions after. However, the approach taken to stand each week to cause disruption in the House, to cause the suspension of the sitting, cannot be rewarded. House Leader, could you please move for the recommittal?
Madam Speaker.
She did not say what she said she said. She needs to pull the Hansard.
Madam Speaker.
The Hansard will be circulated for your benefit next week, the entire House.
So just say what some people have questions.
Madam, no. Madam Speaker, I believe that in the interest of the nation, when I asked the question earlier as it relates to whether or not we will be taking additional questions following the first set of questions taken by the minister, you gave the impression that you would have reverted to questions following the minister's response to the first set of questions. I understand what transpired thereafter, that perhaps your spirit is not allowing you to feel like you would want to hear the additional questions. But each member here, in her own right or in his own right, has the obligation, to the people that sent them here to ask the questions on behalf of the nation. And I think it's going to be a reflection of your own discretion this afternoon for you to just allow for the following questions, the remaining questions to be asked. The minister is quite capable of responding. How many additional persons have
No, no,
questions?
that's not
I'm just
appropriate.
asking,
That's not
so-
appropriate. I will ask that question.
Okay.
Thank you
And
very much.
I wouldn't
You may
want to
take
step-
your seat,
to
Leader
step
of
on that.
Opposition Business.
And I thank you.
Members,
I appreciate
go
it.
ahead. I love to hear
All right.
you say thank you. I don't hear it often enough. Thank you so much, Leader of Opposition Business. Members, appropriate behavior and respect for the chair is met with, I'm sure, far more discretion in your favor than against you. We have to show respect to each other. And members, I am going to first remind you, I studied the standing orders. Okay, no, I am happy that members now start to walk with the blue book. It wasn't happening before. And therefore, when you get up, and I'll cite first Member Campbell, I do not need anyone to refer to the standing orders and waste the time of the Parliament, because that's my job. That's my job. Oh, that's my job. That's my job. So, that's my job. And I'm saying this for the last time. And today, I will in fact give, Member Campbell, I want you to listen, because if you come back, member from Eastern Westmoreland, if the member from Eastern Westmoreland doesn't listen, then the next time he stands up to do what he attempted to do today, I am sure he will appreciate that we have been there before and he has been guided accordingly. Today, I will give the latitude. Are there any other members who have questions of the minister? And I will reiterate that if today's behavior happens again, the latitude will not be granted. So, the latitude will not be given again. Today must be the very last time that this behavior is displayed. Which House rule are you citing, member? And you are allowed to give the House rule number.
I am citing Standing Order 11 and 32.
11 and?
32.
So member, Standing Order 11 and Standing Orders 32 were not broken today. Standing Order 11 speaks to the number of persons who can ask questions in a debate. All the members who indicated they had questions were given the opportunity. And we indicated, myself as Speaker and Chair, that now that I had collected all the members, we would now have the Minister answer. Standing Orders 32, 32.1 and 32.2 is even more direct in terms of the role of the Speaker. And the members, if you recall, member from Westmoreland Eastern, there was a written ruling provided to the House in respect of Standing Order 32, and I am going to circulate the written ruling for the third time. Member from St. Anne, member from St. Anne Southeast.
Madam Speaker, no, we are on statement by Minister. We are on statement by Minister. The standing order that the Speaker is quoting is about 32, which is about the rules of debate. We are on statement by Minister.
It is still under questions and answers to questions. No.
Where we are on the agenda, Madam Speaker, is statement by Minister.
There are several. So Standing Order 11, Standing Order 17, subsection 2, and several other adjunct standing orders are applied in the behavior in the House, including Standing Order 16.1 and G. Go through them, member.
No,
including 32.1 and 2.
Them. Madam Speaker, I have read them.
Thank you, member.
17.
No, I'm finished. Member from St. Anne Southeast. Member from St. Anne Southeast, you are next. Member from, I'm finishing, member. member from St. Anne Southeast, and then after that, the member from St. James South, from St. James South. I call you. Sorry. And then last but not least is the member from St. Andrew South. You have some questions of the minister? You? St. Andrew South. Oh, sorry. St. Andrew South West. So no man, I call St. James. So first will be St. Anne East. St. Anne Southeast. You had your hand up first. I caught his eye first. The eye of the speaker caught the member from St. Anne Southeast. You are next. After turn off your mic, the member from St. Catherine Southeastern. You have caught my eye. Thank you.
I hope not.